Hey, what's going on, guys? King Rox is here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Make sure we're all good, make sure we're all recording. We are. I did flip the camera because it was actually backwards the whole time, which I think is kind of funny, but it shouldn't look that different for you guys. Still got the fridge right here, got the keyblades, zombie perk bottles. I don't know where I'm pointing. Zombie perk bottles, keyblade, and you got the clock back there. We're chilling. I noticed it was backwards because I tried to see like what time it was through my camera, but anyways, it is really early when I'm recording this. It is currently 7:30 in the morning, which is fine. But here we are. Okay, right where we left off. Okay, so in the last episode, I believe we took on some goblins in this cave right here, and we talked with Kaga, and we kind of got tasked with just trying to save the actual leader of the grove, Halsin, right? Halsin. So that is the goal, is to figure out more about this Halsin character. So we're gonna actually climb up here. It's kind of off the beaten path right here. We're going up here. When you get up, they have to go one at a time up the ladder, or up the cragged rock. So we're still rocking us, Astarion, Lae'zel, Will, Shadowheart, and Gale. You know, the squad. So Dragon egg mushroom, sorry. Nice. Basalm. Some weird physics going on. Oh no, that's just water. Never mind. Maybe like, that looks weird from right here, right? But no, it's just water. Alright, let's go up this little ladder here. Okay. Alright, we got some spiders up here. Large giant spider and some aggressive crag spiders. So let's turn on our limited spell casting and go for a hail of thorns. Let's see if we can't take out these guys over here. Okay, we got rid of one, and we'll just pick one of these others to kill. Perfect. And then we're going to run back down the ladder because that's scary. Come over here, we're going to end our turn. Who is... Yeah, we can send Astarion up there, get a little bit of damage. Running low on spell slots, we'll have to long rest soon. 1 to 8. Let's go for a quick kill on this guy. Nice. Good job, Astarion. Now run back down. Let's get Astarion over there and end his turn. We could do Will. Will, the Mr. Warlock here. Let's go for this. Big crit. Run back down, Will.
Coming through.
Run over there.
A rough tempest I will raise.
Go up there, Gale. Let's go for a frost bolt. Well, we'll long rest at this fight, right? Let's actually go for... That's a free magic missile. Let's go for level 2 magic missile. Do 2 on that guy to ensure the kill. And we can do 2 on this guy up here to get rid of his advantage. Oh, that one down there did not. Okay, let's go back down. And let's go ahead and end our turn and see what the mama spider does here. Okay, so they're stuck up there. Perfect. So we're playing this correctly. We're going to take our Death Domain Shadowheart here. Yeah, let's go for this new spell. Bursting Sinew, which explodes a corpse on that guy. And one over there. Nice. That's pretty cool. The Death Domain Cleric in the new patch 8 is crazy. And we're going to take our fighter Lae'zel, run up her here. Let's see if we can't go for a kill on this guy with the bow. Perfect. And let's run back down.
On the move.
End our turn. We are in a really good spot, making sure these guys are unable to go. We can do another liberated spell casting. I do want to hit that spider in the back. That should hit. Yeah, right there. Let's go for it. Perfect. We got the kill. Let's run back down. We can keep using our spell slot as long as we keep getting kills with our character. That's pretty cool. Your next, Will. Let's try your new Sonolic Snowball Storm here. 50% chance, 3 to 18. Just let it rip. Nice. Okay. Kind of rain down some snowballs from the sky. Pretty cool. Run him over there.
This is my time.
We can go with the Asterion next because we'll have to jump with Will. And we don't want to use fire bolts because we don't want to get rid of the ice. It's a crit for 3 damage. Nice. Good job, Asterion. Run back down here. End our turn.
Favors the fearless.
We'll jump over with Gale. Or, sorry, this is Will, not Gale. Got the humans mixed up. Go for a nice little Eldritch Blast here, I believe. Unless this can hit. Oh, it can. Let's go for that. Nice. Big 11. Run him back down. End our turn. Still nothing to do. Shadowheart can go for the kill here. We're actually just going to explode 2 bodies over here to ensure the kill. Perfect. We have all of them dead. Now let's run up there and let's grab our reward for killing them. Cutscene, okay.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
That was an introduction. Everyone meet Raphael. We don't actually know much about him as of right now, but he is very poetic, so to say. A pleasure. I'm Malice.
Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my taste.
We are on top of a little hill. I don't blame you.
Come.
What? Where are you taking us? Oh my. Whoa. Listen.
There, middle of somewhere.
This is a nice house. Nice decor.
The house of hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Are all these theatrics leading somewhere?
Are you not entertained? Well, far be it from me to disappoint.
Whoa. See, I knew this guy had something wrong with him.
What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain.
Who is this guy? Should we... I know when we're outmatched for sure. I don't want to draw our weapon. Why would you want to help me?
Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight.
How does he know about our
I
tadpole?
could fix it all, like that.
Okay. I'll do anything to get rid of this tadpole. I need to think this over. You're mad if you think I'm gonna make a deal with the devil and fix it or die by my hand. You're mad if you think I'm gonna make a deal with the devil. That's for sure. Will knows all about that too much with his warlock stuff.
And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
And if I do want to take this deal, how would I find you? We don't want to get rid of all of our options yet, but we'll put Raphael at the bottom of the list because who wants to make a deal with the devil?
I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Wow. And just like that, we're back. Health potions and a speak with animals potion. Ooh, medium armor. Once per turn, the wearer can reduce the duration of momentum by 1 turn to sprint. Opportunity attacks against you have disadvantage. AC is limited to +4. What on earth? So wait, you can... a weird thing to have. Does RAC go up? RAC stays the same, so sprint. Rest in the straight line reduces your movement duration by 1 turn. And we can only move in a straight line for our turn. I think we're okay. Right? Anyways. We'll keep it though.
One day I'll catch a break.
And so Raphael. Interesting, isn't he? He is a devil. So let's talk around with our companions, see what they think.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
We can't deal with the devil. It is simple as that. Yep. He's a devil. We shouldn't trust him. Simple as that.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
I'm not going to change my mind. We cannot trust Raphael.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize you were so well versed in mental and emotion torment.
Aren't you glad that I am? It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Oh, we got it. All right, so this is how you start the Shadowheart romance, as you can see. So let's go for it. I can't help but feel you and I have missed a chance to connect. Truly connect.
I think I know what you mean. There's an undeniable rapport, and yet we haven't made time for each other. Time alone. Easily remedied, if you like. I know a place.
I like that. Just lead the way.
Not just yet. Let's choose our moment. Some quiet night, when the others are asleep and there's no distractions, I'll come for you.
So that's actually two big things. So Shadowheart does not trust Raphael. And we did just start the romance with Shadowheart, which is we're going to do that. And I'll explain why later, but as of right now, we're romancing Shadowheart for this Let's Play. So let's see what Lae'zel thinks.
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy.
Once again, Vlaakith is just the goddess that Githyanki worship. But what does Kithrak mean?
Githyanki knights, the riders that chase the Nautiloid. They are the commissars and enforcers of my queen Vlaakith's will. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. To wield a Kithrak's silver sword is my destiny. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Okay. So these are the knights we saw in the opening cutscene chasing after the Mind Flayer ship. The one on the dragons from episode 1.
The Geich are my kind's mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase, to penetrate the hells. This is unusual. But I'm not one to question the wisdom of my queen. I can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many planes.
Okay. Asterion, what do you think?
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
He's not. We still have our options.
Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. He reminds me of, well, someone I used to know. Someone I like to play with people. Creatures like them don't play games unless they know they can win.
We're not his playthings, and we'll show him that.
Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary Mind Flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.
So, Astarion's like... a couple things there with Astarion. He is not exactly willing to trust Raphael, but he's not pushing him completely out. And also, we get a little bit of Astarion's backstory there. He knows someone who likes to play games, but only play games if they know they can win. Let's talk with Gale next.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? Invited to dine with a devil.
Ooh, I failed my Arcana check. Are you familiar with devilry then?
I've never met a devil, but of course I've read a great deal about them. Even feigning a mortal form, it was easy to detect the whiff of sulfur about him. To spot the flicker of hellfire in his eyes. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
I'll remind you that when it comes to dealing with the devil, you always draw the short straw.
There's no such thing as an absolute certainty. Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand. If there's one quality all the denizens of the hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it.
How do you propose we beat a devil at his own game?
By figuring out his true intentions. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, we say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
So Gale is kind of like Asterion. We shouldn't trust him, but don't push him out completely yet. Interesting. What about Will, the warlock who gets his powers from a patron that we do not know of?
The devil with the silver tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think?
Spare me the parables. I have no intentions of bargaining with a devil like him.
That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Interesting. So Will's not one to really mess with the devil either. What's in this rocky crevice?
At the back of the crevice lies a bag enfolded in the chitinous squabbling of spiders.
Ew.
A shiny gold coin pokes from its mouth.
Alright, well, let's watch the spiders and remain ready to strike with our ranger class.
The creatures clutch the pouch possessively. You have no doubt. A spider egg is nestled within.
Oh. Okay, so we have a ranger animal handling check with a difficulty class of 10. We have a +5. That seems better than a +5 on a 15. We just go for this. Give ourselves guidance. We need at least a 4. Let's change it up. I think I said I would do that in the last episode. Let's do Dominant Twilight. That's kind of hard to see. Let's just do it and see how hard it is to see. That's kind of hard to see right now. Oh, a nat 20 first try. Okay, cool.
Your voice draws their attention. They are suspicious, then curious, and finally, at peace. One by one, the spiders retreat to the rear of the crevice, lulled by your murmurs.
Boldly reach for the bag.
You stash the bag. Something clinks among the coins.
Got a pouch. Let's see what's in it. A spider egg sack and gold. We'll take that. Thank you.
No traps, please.
I'm gonna guess these little spiders didn't have anything on them, but it's still worth checking. Got some boots. When you cast Arms of Hadar, the Tendril of the Shadows lash out in ferocity, dealing additional 1 to 4 necrotic damage. There we go. Mr. Will, we got you some good boots here, because you have Arms of Hadar. And then, Lazel, you can take these boots for the time being. Okay, head back on down. I think we should probably take a long rest soon, because we are running low on spell slots. Right? I'll check what everyone's spell slots are when we get back down the mountain. Actually, it might be faster for us to teleport. Let's see. Shadowheart has a good amount. Astarion has 1. Gale has none. And we use both of his arcane recoveries. Lazel's good. We'll go ahead and take a long rest. We can afford it. Alright, let's end the day. Everyone and their mama wants to talk. Okay. Well, we'll start with Shadowheart because we're romancing her and we don't want to miss anything.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head.
So, what will come next for you once this is all over?
Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me.
Oh, yes? Who?
Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else?
Well, I don't want to peer into her mind. This could be our last night together.
I hadn't thought of that. What do you have in mind?
Ooh. We could find somewhere discreet right now, away from the camp.
Brambles on bearskin aren't as fun in practice, I'm afraid. Besides, I can't afford to tire you out. We still have work to do. Rest well.
I think she just contradicted herself with the fact that earlier she said she would meet us later. But anyways, let's talk with her again.
It's pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
I want to talk about all that's happened to us.
What's on your mind?
How am I holding up to your estimations?
Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond merely liking you.
Hold on.
I think I'm a different person owing to you.
I can't even respond to that. Okay, so we have Shadowheart pretty well romanced so far. We're on the right path with her. But we got some other people to talk to. So Astarion.
You know, I've been thinking, reflecting on what tomorrow might bring. When we find the Druid, will he know how to bring the worm under control? Will this little adventure of ours be over?
It doesn't have to be. We can still travel together. We still have to get to Baldur's Gate.
Good. I don't want you to run off just yet.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
You're quite the ally after all. Traversing Avernus, surviving the crash, surviving everything that's followed. I'm not easily impressed by people, but you're stronger than I gave you credit for.
I'm just trying to survive, like you.
Yes, we're more similar than I thought.
Are you feeling all right, man?
Oh, I was leagues away. I just need to get some air, clear my head. I'll see you later, I'm sure. Sleep tight.
You too, man. Let's talk again.
Hello. What can I do for you?
You have anything? Nope, you're good. Okay. Lazel, you're next. You have an exclamation point.
A fine evening, don't you think? The moonlight shines warmly on us. The breeze caresses our faces. Hideous. All of it. Would that I were doing battle up there, among the tears.
What do you mean by the tears?
Look above. Watch the moon cross the sky. The tears follow behind it. Rocky bodies tumbling through the sea of night. One of them is my crash. Clear.
It must be quite a shock to leave your crush behind and arrive here.
Do you think me so sheltered?
Whoa!
My entire clutch battled beholders deep within the eye of the sky. We infiltrated a Nyogi spelljammer and laid waste to its crew. The tears span Toral's sky, Venisk. There is more to this realm than this grassy pebble. But enough of this. You are wasting your resting time. Come dawn, we resume our search for a creche.
See if she has anything else to say.
Be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Are you sure Crush is the only way to for our path? Wait, are you sure Crush is our only path to a cure?
Entirely. I was as devoted to my studies as I was to my training. Each creche contains a Zathis purification device. So I learned from the writings in the Kalir library. The library was a gift from Vlakith herself, that we may gain total understanding.
Books are fable. I think that's how you say it, fable. As are those who write them.
Not books, but slates. Wisdom so profound it is etched into stone. Truth as perfect as the queen who decreed it. Countless scholars roam the astral sea and beyond, observing the ways of our lessers, exploring planes so distant order turns to chaos and cold fires rage. The planes are ever quaking, and their peoples ever shifting. The Githyanki possess an eternity of knowledge. Yet we still collect more. Infinities upon infinities.
Alright, thank you, Lazel. You have a good night. Will, how you doing, my man?
A tingle runs through your head and down to your feet.
Ah, there it is. That shiver. Our little brainworms have made fast friends, it would seem. How do you feel?
Surprisingly fine, despite all of it.
Surprising is just the word, isn't it?
It is.
Before the Illithid's unscheduled surgery, I'd felled hundreds of beasts and a fair few fiends. The tadpoles weakened me, suppressed greater talents, but beyond that, I've showed no signs of turning. No nausea, no pain, not even a hot flash.
Something special about us, or at least about our tadpoles.
Indeed. Perhaps the worm's vat was poisoned. Perhaps we're uncommonly fit. Or perhaps the tadpoles are merely on holiday. We could conjecture all night. I suppose the why doesn't matter so much as the what next. And that answer is plain as the horns on a war devil's head. We get these things out. Let's get some rest. Dawn comes sooner than we think.
You have anything else to say?
Well met.
A lot. Okay. Tell me, Will, how'd you come up to be the Blade of Frontiers?
My father once said, one does not pursue a champion's life. One merely answers its call. So it was for me. I was hunting near the Cloakwood when I heard it. A child crying out from a lone farmstead. I found him in the fields, flanked by goblins. His mother's corpse blared into the soil next to him. I don't remember much of the battle, but I remember drying the boy's tears after.
So sad. What an act could be finer than saving a life? You must have felt proud.
Proud? No. Angry. Angry at the monsters preying on innocents. Angry at the so-called good gods for tolerating the cruelty of the evil. Angry at myself that it took so long for me to see the coast suffering. The frontiers demanded a blade. And so I heeded.
And before that?
Baldur's Gate, born and raised. The only son of a single father. He wanted one life for me. I chose another. We haven't spoken since I left the city. A classic drama. A staunch father and his rebellious son. Better heard from the bard's lips than mine.
I noticed your stone eye. Did you happen to lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea.
I don't know what any of that
A reminder
means.
that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
Are we not lifetime friends? Let's talk about something
By
else.
all means.
Okay. How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it, and she was planning to return. One of the archdevil Zariel's own, chaos incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
Okay, so that's how Will ended up on the Mind Flayer ship. He was being he was chasing Karlach through the hells, and they both ended up on it. It's not exactly an easy journey to the hells from the Sword Coast. How did you manage it?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more.
Will is like he has so much backstory, but like he's not letting us dig into it.
All right.
This powerful
What else is on
friend
your mind?
this powerful friend is obviously his patron, because that's what warlocks are. They get their power from someone. Whatever. We'll come back to Will. Gale, my man.
How can I help?
I was wondering, that condition of yours, why does it require magic?
Think of it as tribute. The kind a king might pay to a more powerful neighbor to avoid invasion. As long as I pay, there will be peace. But should I ever stop, along comes a war. I can assure you, the battlefield would extend well beyond the borders of my body alone.
Alright, well, he's not asking for a magical artifact, so we're okay for now. Okay, so we had a little bit of backstory from him. Withers, what you doing over here, man?
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still.
What you doing, man? What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
So these are called hirelings. Basically, they're the same as a companion, like Shadowheart, Astarion, Will, Lae'zel, or Gale, but they don't have a backstory. But you can still like make them as you want and everything. And actually show you. Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
So I would like to talk about hirelings.
Very well.
So we can recruit one.
Impossible.
Oh,
Thy party is full.
okay. Never mind. I guess I won't be showing you guys.
As thou desire.
But you can basically, if like you want more people in your party, you can hire hirelings. They just don't have a backstory. So if you click J, obviously they won't have their companion quest line like here. So just keep that in mind if you do want to hire one. But I actually have a lot to do. But we're gonna keep going with the main thing, the Halzen quest line. So let us rest. Well, I need to chop down our party. There we go. Now let's rest. Use a camp supply pack for a full rest.
It's
seems to be the perfect night to spend a little time together. Just you and I. Assuming you haven't changed your mind, of course.
Lead the way.
You made it. Come here. Sit with me.
I wouldn't dream of missing it.
So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions?
Victory to survival to us. Ooh. Should I just shoot? I'm just gonna shoot my shot. To us.
Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us.
Green.
Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you.
Oh, okay, there's a lot. So we have a thing about me. I'm surprised you cared. We could do a drow memory about the Underdark. There's other things we could do besides talk. That's crazy. We could try to persuade her to go first, or we could leave. But we're not going to leave. Let's do the drow option. Share memories of growing up in the Underdark.
You must have an extraordinary affinity for the darkness. I'm jealous. Don't stop now. Not just as things are getting interesting.
Okay. We'll do this persuasion check. Difficulty class 10. Your turn, I insist. A little giveaway, a little give and take is only fair. Yeah, let's change that dice. I don't really like that dice. I'm not messing with it. Let's just go for a nice red. Nice red. Well, we did not get it. Do we have any inspirations? Do we have any inspirations? 5. Okay. Come on. We need at least a 9. Oh, I rolled a 1. Are you serious? Alright. Let's do another one. We need at least a 9. We take it! Let's go!
Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. Where I come from, that's frowned upon.
Oh. Fair enough. I didn't mean to pry.
You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon.
Let's just go. It says dating Shadowheart, so let's say the others can wait. I don't want this to end just yet.
Another moment won't kill them, I suppose. Well, it might. Let's take that risk. Thank you for last night.
I hope there'll be more to come.
Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
W insight check? I think we should let's make her do it. Because what about if she doesn't like it? You know, if you want something, I think you should just take it. And there we go. We have started the romance with Shadowheart.
That didn't hurt, did it?
A little tingle.
I'd like to think that would have happened anyway. Let's head back, if we must.